GSL Code S. In the bottom left, coming back in that last game, he is
SK Telecom T1 Soulkey, 김민철.
And in the upper right, one of two Terrans left here in Code S. He is
Acer Innovation, 이신형.
I'm actually really glad that the cross spawns too. It's a perfect way to
should
end
be a
this.
long game too. Yeah.
Hopefully. I hope it's one of these games where they're battling over Soulkey's 4th, and then Soulkey gets a 5th while Innovation gets a 4th, and it just gets crazy. He just fights everywhere, and Ultras get out. But you know what? He knew Ultras were coming, and he already has the tech labs and is making Marauders.
Well, you know, Artosis, we might have a game that looks very much like that here.
I hope so.
Because of these two players in these two spots.
It's rare that we get one like that that's actually close, but these two, again, they are meant to play against each other. There is some invisible red thread that connects these guys' thumbs.
All right, Command Center first. Now, we did see Soulkey go for early Roach Warrens twice.
He did,
already.
yeah.
I don't think he's going to do that again.
No, I don't think he's going to do this game.
I feel like for prepping in a best of 3, I can't imagine that by game 3 you're going to
especially this
again.
map, these spots.
Yeah.
It's just like, what?
There's not many benefits you can reap from sending roaches all the way across cross positions on a map like this.
To be fair, it's Command Center first build, which, by the way, it's awesome to see Innovation pulling out Command Center first here. It's just, oh, double hatchery.
Okay.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, macro.
This is going to be definitely a long game then. Nobody interested in trying to hurt the other one early on, saying if I can just get out my standard late game, I'm going to be fine.
Well, they both are kind of right because they're both so good at the standard late game, but that means one of them has to be wrong, right? Or we just have a tie.
We've seen really good control from both of these guys, too. In those late game armies. I mean, in the way Innovation was pushing across the map, the way that Soulkey was attacking in that last game, for instance, hitting the gold base so well, sending small armies at the bottom to deny the other base from landing, sending banelings in there, even controlling the roaches early. So this should be a lot of fun to see as we get deeper into this game.
I can't decide. Who do you think's going to win this?
I really want Innovation to win, so I think part of my brain is just leaning that way because that would be so exciting to have the other Terran. But
did you know if Innovation wins, we will have a TVT this season because he will play Maru?
Oh, I don't even know what happens in that matchup anymore. It's been so long.
What units
we've had
make?
We've had it go for so long here at GSL Code S
without
TVTs.
Was the first Code S season ever without a TVT in it.
Isn't that weird?
It's crazy. And this season,
we have less days of Code S this year, by the way, guys. So I mean, when
if Soulkey wins this game, that's no TVTs this season as well. If you're a TVT fan,
you're not learning much here.
No, I guess. Well, maybe about the other matchups, but it's certainly not TVT.
And of course, that's also a funny situation where we had such few Terrans to start out with, and then one of the Terrans has to eliminate the other one.
Well, that means we have a Terran in the top 4.
That's true.
And that means that after the round of 32, Terrans can only eliminate each other. Until at least the round of 4.
So, link speed now starting. We've got a very even number of workers for both sides here. The third command center nearly done. It looks like the Overlord doesn't get deep in enough to know for sure, but it is Innovation, and you can pretty much count on him doing this.
I mean, just the timing of that tech lab, I'm pretty sure he knows exactly what's going on here. And we see that his response is just to make some more drones. You know, he's getting ling speed, but doesn't need too many lings out in the map quite yet. Just enough to hold off any Hellions that come down.
Hellions coming up now. And so far, no drone kills. Just keeping those drones away from the mineral patches. And, you know, obviously Innovation playing very cautiously. Back at his base, he's got that bunker up and everything. Or was that a bunker? Was he making a...
He was making a bunker.
It was a bunker, right? Okay.
Yeah. You got to have a bunker, or you're just like...
Well, you're really risking a lot here.
You really need to be command center first into 3 commands. Come on.
And so, you know, he's just playing it safe back here, but Soulkey showing no sign of aggression at all. Just getting the Ling speed so that his Lings can at least take on the Hellions.
Yeah, he needs to be able to dance at least. Well, everything looking just so completely standard and normal, which is exactly what you'd want to see in the last game between these two. 1-1 started for Soulkey first.
So weird that one of these guys is going home now.
Yeah.
And yeah, as you said, 1-1 started first here, so already just with the, the eyes focused on the end of the game here. And there's the 1-1 now for Innovation.
Some nice pickoffs here.
Nobody really is going to have an upgrade lead for a little while. This is a marginal amount of time, unless Soulkey hits right when that gets done, and it does some damage to Innovation. That in the course of that 3 or 4 second engagement, that he then gets the upgrades. It's
hard to imagine.
Yeah, it's not really how it normally works, but let's see. Innovation now backing up and landing that CC over there at his third base.
Yeah, really getting his macro going right now.
Yep,
still, it's kind of like no rush, probably 12 minutes, something like that. Of course, he will be pushing across as he gets the medevacs, at least poking a bit. Maybe he can get some more creep tumors. Maybe he can pick off a few drones, some Lings, something like that. But Soulkey getting ready for that. He knows these times. He's going up to 40 Lings.
Yeah, I think Zerg's basically done making workers for a while now, since he hasn't been harassed at all. It's like they've both been playing single player for most of this game.
Yeah, for the most part.
And they're just going to keep on massing up. So we have a ton of Lings, and the Zerg doesn't have to make the Banelings right away. You can basically make Banelings almost in real time, because they do make pretty quickly here. And so he's going to go ahead and get his Spire now. Now he may see Terran about to push out here, which may trigger Banelings being made, but in the meanwhile, Zerg's getting all the other upgrades he needs.
Indeed he is, and he does need those. Like, he needs that Overlord speed. Make sure he can check out mines with the Overseers a bit better, scout the base a little bit better as well. He needs to know exactly what Innovation's going for, and it is still somewhat a question in the matchup. Like, for instance, is he committing heavily to Widow Mines? Is he making a lot of Hellbats?
Now, mind you, the mutas are not out yet, so as we just saw there, Innovation can just pick up and go out. And this is a good way to kind of test the waters for what Zerg has and what Zerg's going for later on. You can see, all right, do you have like a ton of Banelings? Was it just a bunch of mass Lings that came out? And he's probably going to come out again here. I believe there's 2 more medevacs. It should be somewhere with this. Or maybe not.
A couple right there. 2 more are building. But yeah, he does have 2 more coming up.
Okay.
Armory is about to finish, and there we go.
Okay, so he's going to push out, and that is the nice timing with those Hellbats.
Yeah, there's no Baneling speed quite yet.
They're the other medevacs. Yeah, they got
Baneling speed about to finish. He needs his Baneling speed.
He needs to make sure these Banelings connect properly as well.
All right, the Baneling's doing a pretty good job overall there, taking out Hellbats. Yeah, there's a lot of Marines left over here. Innovation wants to go to that round of 8, but so does Soulkey, rolling in from all sides here. But does he have enough to actually knock this army out?
Oh, this is looking a lot like some of the other games they've played. It's very, very close.
Looks like Innovation holds on for now.
The Hellbats did a good job fencing off the Banelings from doing too much damage earlier on there. And now with the reinforcements coming up, again, Innovation just has to control very, very well. We have units being made, but they're not out so far, so he can just pick up weaker units and shuttle them to the back of the fight.
Innovation hit just in time to start.
Oh my god, that Baneling connection though.
Yeah, really well done. We do have mutas starting to pop out here. Not a lot of Marines. He may be able to clean up this attack once again.
He's doing a good job though with those Hellbats. Really doing a lot of damage to those Lings. The rest of the Marines do come up now. And there's still Hellions, excuse me, soon to be Hellbats coming up with him, and there are the Banelings. That's what he needs to drive this back, is the combination of the Ling, Baneling, and Muta.
Oh, I really don't want this to end right now, Tasteless, but Innovation continuing to rally down. He's got those 3 bases mined. He's doing a great job.
Well, this is where Innovation and Maro, as an example, are so strong. They push, they regroup, they control so well. They never miss a single beat in making back at their home. So
this is the same thing as we saw in Merry-Go-Round from him, but he's not dealing as much damage. I think Soulkey's going to be able to take this, Tasteless. He's about to have 2-2.
Yeah.
What are you going to do against 2-2 here?
With a small window of time there, right after that gets done, bam, he can hit him so hard. Yeah, I think you're right. Soulkey's just going to run over him. Yeah, 2-2 against 1-1.
It's gigantic.
And no hint of anything else coming up here for the Terran with that. But let's see how he controls anyways.
Here we go. Those banelings rolling in. He does take out most of the Hellbats so far.
And he did split that very well.
All right, he's continuing to push forward.
More
banelings
banelings
popping out, though, rolling forward right now. More units coming down from Innovation. A ton of medevacs out here, but I think Soulkey has enough.
Yeah, you know what? Even though there's like 2 medevacs for every 1 Marine that's out right now, he has knocked Innovation pretty much all the way across the map from here. Nope, just barely enough Marines.
Well,
with 1 Hellbat under it.
Innovation may be holding on for the moment.
No, I think over time, I think Soulkey does actually swamp
You can't
him.
fight a 2 upgrade deficit on creep against Speedling Bane.
Yeah,
Speed
it's
Bane.
not going to happen.
You know,
Innovation gonna be a
crazy.
sad bear.
Especially 4 base versus 3 base. Like he hasn't done enough damage. This is the same build as Merry-Go-Round, but not as effective in a first attack.
The distances are also pretty different here.
Yeah.
Oh, and now he's starting to pick off medevacs.
It's a big deal. Still keeps them almost all alive. Only loses 1, so that's not too bad. But the fact that he has to fall back onto defense for a moment is devastating. Don't forget he's down 2 upgrades. Like, that is the biggest thing in this game right now.
That was the tipping point, is when the upgrade advantage came in there. And Terran was not keeping up, so that's...
Well, he's adding on more macro. Innovation isn't giving up quite yet. You know, we saw the look on his face. We know and he knows that he's in trouble. But he's still putting in the effort. He still wants the victory.
The Muta's still keeping the Zerg zoned in here with the Mutas.
Yeah, you know, for instance, if he could catch the Mutas, that'd be a big moment.
Yeah, let's say he completely annihilated that little flock of Mutas. Then maybe he could do a good push. But you can see Soulkey, excuse me, is just going to win with, I think, brute force most likely. I mean, this is going to be
wait for him to come on creep and then just kill him.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be so many banelings out now. Terran pushing diagonally across the map. A lot of different ways for Zerg to flank if he wants.
They're very similar supplies. This is still a possibility for Innovation to win.
And here come those banelings now.
That is a hell of a lot of banelings. Tasteless rolling right through, killing almost everything.
Oh my god. And we have even a Lings counterattacking over here. I think this is the point of no return, Artosis. It's 170 supply to 100.
Well, it looks like these medevac's going to be pushed down. He's lost some of his SCVs as well back home, barely producing at this point. 40 SCVs left to his name, and you can look. He looks defeated. Look at his face.
Well, yeah, you can see him shaking his head, muttering to himself. Upgrades can be a game changer, guys.
Well, you know, he goes for this really strong timing attack, and he almost hit it. It was really close in those first few scuffles, but Soulkey able to hold on this game, and GG. Soulkey goes through to the round of 8.
Nicely done, Soulkey, holding off that 1-1 timing there from Innovation and then just dominating the map.
That's right. Soulkey gonna go up to face Maru. So that's one silver lining for Terran players out there, is that they get to see now, can Maru take out Soulkey after Soulkey has killed Innovation.
Innovation very unhappy with that loss there. But yeah, he will go up against Maru. So, guys, what a fantastic day it was today. It was the group of death. It was our final group here in the round of 16. And from here, we're going to go on to the round of 8.
That's right. An awesome, awesome day. Let's take a look at exactly what happened. In first place, Zest, not losing a game. Played very well.
Yeah, untouchable.
And then Soulkey in second place. So the 2 players most people predicted.
By the way, Zest looking so godlike.
He does. He's amazing.
He really was, in fact, leagues ahead of everybody else here today, despite how good this group is. Let's take a look at the round of 8 schedule. Now that that's all set up, we have a PvP Classic against Paralyze and a TBZ here. Let's see if Maru can get revenge for all Terrans against Soulkey. For the round of 3 match, it's going to be Sue against Solar. Those are 2 Zergs with very different play styles. And finally, it's going to be True against Zest.
This is an awesome round of 8. I hope that you all are going to watch and enjoy it a lot. It will take place next week. So make sure you tune into that.
Yeah, definitely don't miss out. Yeah. Great work as always, Artosis.
Yes. And
I'm glad you're not sick anymore.
I'm still a little bit sick, but I'm okay.
I know you're still a little bit sick. I'm sorry, ma'am. But you did a good job today. Yeah. And what, we're going to look at the next match, I believe. There we are.
Look at something.
Something's coming up. All right.
Yes.
So that's going to be on Wednesday. As you can see here, it's going to be a PvP and a TVZ.
Yeah, and it's going to be a lot of fun, especially Maru Soulkey. I'm really looking forward to that match. The Classic Paralyzed, well, we'll see a couple teammates going at it. But Maru Soulkey is going to be fantastical. One quick thing, guys. I'm sure that you really enjoyed tonight, but make sure that you tune in to the Home Story Cup. Go over to twitch.tv/TakeTV after this.
And also check out the webtoon that Gom's been making.
Yeah.
It's really cool. We're always improving here, bringing you guys new, different types of content. So don't miss out on that as well if you haven't seen it already. And that's going to do it for us here today. Thank you guys so much for watching. It was a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to the round of 8. We'll see you there. We love you. Good night.